Well, the RTX 20 series GPUs have been out for a little while, and so we're gonna start seeing it show up in laptops and pre-built gaming PCs. Jared, say it ain't so. That's right, baby. Pre-builts, like the HP Omen Obelisk, which is apparently HP's most upgradable gaming PC yet, and let me tell you, this guy packs a mean donkey punch. Google it. It's a micro ATX build with a Core i7-8700, 32 gigs of RAM, a butt-clenching RTX 2080 for graphical dominance, a 512 gig M.2 NVMe SSD, a 1 terabyte 7200 RPM mechanical hard drive, and an itty-bitty 500 watt bronze HP power supply. So cute. The case does have addressable RGB lighting. Yes, I know what the inside looks like. Don't worry, I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, it's pretty limited in animations and options. The airflow design's pretty limited too. Could probably suffocate an ant if it wandered inside. Like, there's a bit of venting on the side panel, a little bit at the bottom, and some at the top with mounting points for 120mm AIO, but you gotta remove this metal plate first. Not sure why it's even there to begin with, other than restrict airflow even more. Now, as far as how it looks on the inside, I like that they use black cables for everything, and well, that's about it. And there's like no free headers for anything except for an additional pump header, which you'll populate anyways if you did upgrade to an AIO, leaving you with nothing but a dream in one hand and an addressable RGB fan in the other. But I think my biggest complaint about the looks is that bloody CPU cooler. Dude, what is going on here? That's a third-party CPU cooler with the most janky looking fan placement that's ever existed. But hey, beauty's in the eye of the beholder and all that, right? So then how does it game? Like a fucking champ. But I did get some power limit throttling thanks to that underwhelming 500 watt PSU. Thankfully, I was able to pretty easily mitigate it by undervolting the CPU by 0.75 millivolts for a nice stable max boost clock on all cores at 4.3 gigahertz. Under max load, the CPU kept an average temp of 80 Celsius, which is warmer than I like, but not enough to cause any performance hits. The GPU, on the other hand, ran pretty damn hot at around 87, sometimes 90 degrees Celsius. So I had to download Msi Afterburner and manually crank the GPU's fan to 100%, which got her down to a consistent 65 degrees, smoothing out average frame rate spikes, which, you know, is always nice. And that RTX 2080, man, holy smokes does it rip. I did check out ray tracing. Yeah, it looks cool, but the frame rate trade-off is just too much of a sacrifice still. So I kept it turned off, seeing as ultra settings looks insane, and I got to keep those sweet, sweet high frame rates. I actually popped it out to take a sneak peek. It's a blower style design, and it looks pretty underwhelming, as seems to be the case with most blower designs. It has this glowing red accent lighting, which I don't believe you can change, but hey, it's a 2080, so who gives a shit? Anyways, there's a few more differently spec'd versions of this guy. This one comes in at just under 2400. But this guy's perfect for anyone looking for serious gaming and video editing performance, for example. If you're not interested in video editing or other intense applications, may I suggest another option? If you wanted, you can customize your order and drop the SSD down to 256 gigs and the RAM to 16 gigs while keeping the i7-8700 and RTX 2080 for just over $2,100. Or you could swap the 2080 for a 2070 for just under $1,900. There's actually quite a few different ways you could spec this guy out, but I'll leave a link in the description if you wanted to check it out and play around with different specs. So what do you guys think? Like, setting aside your opinion of pre-builts if you have one. I think HP is on the right track, but kind of missed the mark in a few areas. I don't know, drop me a comment and let me know. Well, that does it for this one. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for some sneak peeks of upcoming videos and rhinos. There's so many rhinos on my Insta. Also, if you happen to enjoy the video, show me some love with that like button, and if you're new to my stuff, don't forget to subscribe for new videos every week. But thanks, as always, for watching, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Cheers!